kind of nice being back in here.
Yeah, dude. It's been a while.
It's nice to get a little break from the grind. But,
yeah.
I did meth last night. No, I'm just kidding.
I was literally.
You got kind of serious.
I was gonna look at you. I was gonna go.
Fuck, man. I'm in Vegas. I'm not gonna judge a guy. Let me know what you think about that. I kind of like it.
Not sponsored. I do like that.
Because it's not like a seltzer. It's like a beer, but with like
fruity
flavoring.
Yeah. Clark Salt. You gotta start saying that the Cardinals are good. Who's not saying they're good?
A little unprepared today.
The most unprepared.
All right. We're coming back off the bye.
Yeah. So yeah, we had our early bye week. Yeah. No, I watched Red Zone this morning the best I could, but like I said, it was 6:15, so I was not waking up. Although when Keaton and I got back to our room, 6:15, after just first of all, I go up it's 6:30, and I get up to our room we had a pretty sick room. It was on the 34th floor. It was technically a penthouse, and it was pretty sweet.
How'd you guys get that?
Just snagged it off Airbnb. Michael gets deals. Kelly, I got it for like $110 a night or something like that. $107 a night.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, super good deal. It was sick. But I go up there and I'm putting my key in, and just not working. Fucking just going fucking so pissed. Go down to the lobby. Lobby's closed because it's 6 a.m. I'm like, I'm not walking all the way over to the goddamn MGM Grand. So I just go up to Keith's room. We're like laying there. It's like 6:15. We're like, oh, the London game kicks off in 10 minutes. I turn to Keith and I'm like, go put 30 on the Jags. No questions asked. And he's like, I'll ride it with you. So we ride it and we watch kickoff, and then we pass out, and then I wake up and it's 4th and 7. There's like 5 seconds left, and it's like, what are they going to throw? A Hail Mary? I'm like, my buddy Jason, he laughed because, or I woke him up, and he woke up to me sitting there just by myself going, don't throw the Hail Mary, just throw the screen, call timeout, come on. And then that's what they did, and they won. Let's go, $30. Decent weekend gambling. I didn't spend $1 in the casinos.
You didn't spend $1 in
Not
the
a dollar.
casinos?
Not $1.
There you go.
I know.
You're in.
It felt like a win for me. It's like technically a
green?
loss because my buddy Cade last night made $600 or something crazy on blackjack. He was cooking. Cooking. And then my other buddy Avery, in like 10 hands, he won in a row on Friday night and won $850. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Another person there like won $1,500 night one, and then lost like $2,000 the second night.
That's Vegas,
betting
baby.
$800 hands.
Oh my Lord.
Dude, if I did that, I would have been as nervous as I was in the airport watching the Cowboy game today. All right, before we get into today's games, I guess let's just freaking update everybody on what's the last couple weeks. I was alone last week. I was alone because you saw a game. You saw the game. First of all, the stadium.
Dude.
First of all, LA. What'd you think of LA?
We woke up that morning, kind of saw some stuff, and then hit the game. But on the 405, there was like a huge buildup, and we thought we were gonna like be walking in during kickoff. But we got there with a couple hours to spare. Didn't see too much of LA, but from what I gathered, it was pretty cool.
You popped your In-N-Out cherry.
Yep.
What'd you think? 1 to 10.
It's a good 8.
It's a good 8.
It's a good 8.
Solid. I know I had it again twice this weekend. It felt so good.
Yeah.
It's almost like nostalgic for me.
It's great to be back. You ever been to an NFL game before?
Mm-mm.
I think that if I ever go to any other game not in SoFi, my experience will be so like tainted by seeing that fucking like video board.
Dude,
like
Mikey was saying he saw that like these seats, like he saw a picture of like the nosebleed seats, and that it looks like you're freaking close to the field.
Well, dude, the board, like the videos thing is in your face. It is so cool.
Yeah, there's just not a bad seat in the house.
No, I have
and how many seats are there?
What do you mean? Oh, probably seats 70,000.
Dude, yeah,
I'd assume it's
so
70.
cool.
Yeah, and it was the Chargers fans showed up. I mean, there were empty seats, and it was probably a 70-30 split. Maybe I don't even feel comfortable saying 60-40. You just see the orange a lot better, and they were in like one section,
and they're more obnoxious.
Oh my God, dude, don't get me fucking started.
Were there any close encounters?
So my buddy who's like a Chargers fan because I am, he's the Bears fan, was sitting on my right. The Browns fan who we went with, who got the job driving the shit down, was on my left. There's an empty seat and then 2 Browns fans sitting next to him. And he was just like screaming and just like saying shit about the Browns. And she goes, "You're still losing," when it was like 42-35. Browns were up. That 4th and 10, Baker throws it down. We get the ball back, 5 seconds left. I turn and I'm going to start chirping. I turn. They're already gone. I was like, oh, fucking fitting. Yeah. And there's some dude. So like there's like the stairs coming up. So there's like a stairwell and there's a guy like down a few rows and he like keeps looking back, like doing some cringy ass shit, like staring me in the eyes. And as soon as the game runs up, I just look at him. I'm like, "You seeing this shit?" And he's a decent sport about it. But the Chargers fans, dude, no, we were all just like, we were all just best friends, dude. We were all just fucking like, I walked in there, I was dapping people up, and then after the game, dude,
you're just walking by people.
Go, dude, dapping everyone up I saw. Fucking, I got COVID for sure.
Oh, probably. Sorry, yeah, you got the antibodies. You kicked it like nothing.
After a game, after a win.
Oh, I can't imagine.
Holy fuck,
when
dude.
You're just surrounded.
One of the, like, I was like, I'm fucking moving here.
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm moving here. I gotta be around this. I had one beer in me, and after the game, I'm, Chargers! Because there's Browns fans, like, talking shit, like, referees, and, like, all this shit, and I'm just, Chargers!
Dude, I can't imagine.
Dude.
I really hope I don't ever have to watch a game in an airport again. But like even that, dude, I'm in an airport and something like that happens. Dude, if I was in person when I saw that pick, dude.
You reach a different level of fucking maniac.
Were you like tripping almost?
Yeah. I almost fucking, the defense was getting introduced and the players were running out on the field. I was fighting back tears. Genuine tears, dude. I was about to start crying. Like when Derwin ran out, dude, I was like holding back tears. I'm not ashamed to admit that whatsoever.
Oh my God. All right, well, you're making me want to go to a game really bad. Okay, so last night, it was honestly like, it was just such a chaotic weekend and everything. Went to Vegas for a bachelor party for my buddy, bachelorette joint party. No gun deals or anything. But, well, first of all, dude, okay, so the street fights. I almost got into 2 street fights within 5 minutes. I had to go back to the room after we went to a pool on Saturday. And they're all meeting at the Excalibur, which is, dude, first of all, everything there is 10 feet away, and it's also 10 miles away. You see something, and you're like, oh, that's going to take 2 minutes to walk. It says 800 feet away, and then it takes 25 minutes to get there.
Why?
It's just, I don't know, it's a different world. You're just in a trance, and it takes so long, and there's so many people, so many stoplights, so many cars, so many everything. So I go back to the room, and they're all already there. I went, changed, showered, puked again, because felt like shit, because Friday night just destroyed me. Yeah. And I'm walking back, and I don't know where I'm going. I can't even get out of the casino. They make those things so like you can't find outside. They like just keep you in there.
Because they want you to.
I'm getting pissed, and I finally get into like the back part of it, like behind it, and I'm like, okay, can I just find my way to Las Vegas Boulevard? And I ask these 2 guys who are walking by, hey guys, what's the quickest way to get to the Excalibur? I'm so lost. And they just start pointing in different directions, cracking jokes, and I'm like, guys, I have a party waiting for me. Please, where do I go? And the brother's like, man, if you don't know how to get to where you gonna go, how are you gonna get to go anywhere in life? And I was like, dude, where's the Excalibur? I'm just trying to eat and see my friends. And he's like, bro, you gotta do shit on like for yourself, bro. And I was like, okay, you guys. Oh, dude, what did I say? My brain's so fried. I said something, but the one guy did not take kindly to it, and I got my heart immediately. I was like, oh, jeez. And luckily his buddy was like, bro, let's go. Let's just get out of here. Whatever, go. They walk. I find my way to Las Vegas Boulevard and still am so lost. And I'm walking up these stairs, crossing this bridge. This guy comes up to me with a half-smoked cigarette and says, hey, bro, you got something I can put this out? No. The ground's right there. And he goes, nah, man, nah. And he goes and tries to put the cigarette out on my back. on my jacket.
Oh my god.
On my jacket. And I smacked his hand. I'm like, bro, are you fucking kidding me? And he looked at me just like I was crazy. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? And in that moment, like, dude, something came over me and I was already in such a bad mood that I was ready. And this guy was big. He would have absolutely beat the fuck out of me. But I would have gotten one in. And hopefully it would have been. And I was ready. His girl comes by, grabs him, walks away. And I'm just,
where the fuck at? What am I?
I almost bought a plane ticket and just came home. I was so mad. And then Keaton in 2019 lost a bet to me about the Oakland A's winning 100 games. They won 98. So I got to put a tattoo on his ass. Insert here. And it was just great. Dude, his reaction. Oh my god. Dude, his reaction.
Did he know what you were doing?
No, beforehand? Not at all. We have a video. I'll put in his video here.
Hey, it's lit. Do you want to see it?
You didn't know.
The A's didn't win 100 games, that's why. It's
so funny. But dude, okay, dude, even now, this is going to blow my mind forever. It was on Friday night. We're walking around and you're just walking, whatever, place to place, bar to bar. And just a group of all of us. And then I hear like Nathan Phillips. Just, I was fucked up and didn't in the instant recognize her. Then I look at her for a couple seconds and I'm trying to think of, like, I'm thinking Woodland, I'm thinking Ramsey. Why did she just say Nathan, not I'm with everybody? Dude, this was my neighbor who lived behind me, 2 houses down behind, in California when I was 6 years old.
Dude, what the fuck?
6 years old, yeah.
Were you guys like close, like good buddies?
Dude, yeah, anything? Like my best friend Scotty, whose sister was my sister's best friend. They lived right, like, okay, behind each other, and they had a gate. They shared, like, the families were just one family. Like, she was there every day. I saw her almost every day, and it was just like, just mind-boggling. And we get Keith's ass tatted last night. We had been talking about like just meeting up the next day, and with her group of friends that she was there celebrating her 21st birthday. Shout out, happy birthday! So they went and saw DJ Pauly D Saturday night, and we're getting Keith's ass tatted. Alex and I go to the bathroom, and then as we're walking back through Planet Hollywood, they just again happened. Like, they had been doing things, we'd been doing things, couldn't align, couldn't see each other, happened to just walk by each other again. Like, they just were walking back to their room, and we're walking out of Planet Hollywood, and just Jess, like, it was just crazy. So everyone, this is 2:30 by the time we got Keith's ass tatted, because we walked around the entire fucking Nevada to find a place. Everyone goes back to the room but me, Keaton, and Alex, and them, her and 2 of her friends, and we're just walking down the road trying to find a club, trying to find anything. Can't find anything. It's late. It's about 3:30. Then some dude, first of all, there's everyone trying to scam you. Hey guys, go to the strip club. Hey, free strip club tonight. Hey, you boys trying to find the ladies tonight? Fuck off. Alex talked to one guy. He turned out to be a legit guy. Turned out to be Jerry Tillery's dad.
No shit.
Walter Tillery. Shout out Walter Tillery. Jared Tillery's dad. Jerry Tillery's dad.
Was promoting a strip club?
Yeah, dude. He like he's just involved with all of like the big clubs down there.
No way.
Yeah, and his nephew is like a boxer, like a professional or a MMA fighter. And he like hooked us up with a free limo ride to a club, a free ride back. Girls got in free. We just had to pay for 2 drinks, which, okay, fine. Yeah. So then we just all of a sudden got a free limo ride. Outrageous. Alex's flight was at 8 a.m. His alarm was set for 5. We left at 5:30.
Was that video on like Keaton's story, and he's like turning off his alarms and turning on the later ones? Yeah.
Yeah, dude, part of the weekend was just so frustrating. It was always like we're all in these different hotels. It's like, where are you guys at? Oh, okay, we're coming to you guys. All right, cool, we're on our way. Oh, hey, we're here. Where are you guys? Oh, we started walking. Oh, cool. Okay, where are you at? We're here. Okay, we'll meet up with you. Again, it just so much like, and then didn't get to do everything we wanted to do, like whatever. But it was a fun weekend. But that not last night, dude, so much fun. And if you would have told me that I was gonna be with Jessica, insane. It just blows my mind. Imagine not seeing someone you haven't seen in 15 years. Dude, it was crazy. So that was my weekend.
There you go,
Last
dude.
24 hours was just insane.
Looks like you had a blast.
Oh, dude, got Keith's ass tatted. Saw, dude,
that's a good ass tattoo.
Oh my
good
God.
ass tattoo.
Literally, yeah, no pun intended. So anti-Donda, even though he still hasn't listened to the fucking album.
What he actually thinks like CLB is better. Keaton.
No, he's just a Drake guy. He's a Drake guy. Although he's gonna give it a listen. I told him that Donda's it's the album that you lay down, just fall into it and listen to the whole thing. So much better than trying to bump it while you're working or working out or something. Yeah. So dude, his reaction. Oh God, so good, so good. So yeah, that was my weekend. Won a couple $100 on the Astros.
There you go. So are you in the positive or are you
for gambling I was.
Okay.
Because I didn't do anything in the casino. But
you didn't do anything too outrageous in the strip club now.
Let's just say I spent more last night than the other rest of the trip combined. Easily.
There we go.
Dude, there's nothing like going to a strip club with your friends. It is just
man.
To see, dude, it's just so funny, just so out of place. But dude, yeah. So shout out Jessica. It was so good to see you again, and Haley and Alyssa. So funny that we met another Alyssa and Haley. Okay, I gotta cut that out, dude. Oh, then if I'm cutting it out, I'll just say it. Alex's girlfriend, who we all over the years have been able to not anymore, but the girlfriend, then not girlfriend, then girlfriend, then not girlfriend.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, who's just like a yo-yo the last few years. Named is Alyssa. And when Jessica was introducing us to her friends, the one that like, she was tiny and she like wanted to ride, so Alec was giving her a piggyback ride, and he's like, "Oh, by the way, like, I'm Alex. What's your name?" "I'm Alyssa." And he just looked at me, just it was so funny. And then Keaton introduces himself to her other friend, and her name's Haley. And I guess you don't know Haley Mint. You remember Christian that worked at Hippo? Yeah, so his girlfriend, soon to be fiance or whatever, Haley, dated Keaton. He introduced, "Hi, I'm Keaton. Hi, I'm Haley."
Oh my God.
It's just so funny. That was dope. I mean, being there for 2 days feels like you're there for 2 weeks.
I bet, dude.
Yeah.
I bet.
We did like that Top Golf on Friday night.
I saw that, yeah.
That was sick. I was horrible. Couldn't hit a ball.
From the videos I saw you all getting in your fucking stance and your
dude, I have a nice swing. Swing.
Yeah.
I just can't. There's just little tiny tweaks, and it's so hard to hit a golf ball, dude.
Insert clip of the swing.
I know, dude. No, I had ironically 2 that I actually fucking crushed, and it was at the end as a joke. I put 2 of them down.
Oh yeah,
and just crushed it, and then as a joke put 3, and I fucking. So yeah, I just need to start playing golf with 3 balls, if that's allowed. Oh God. So I'm going off with minimum sleep, so you'll have to forgive me if I don't really know what happened today.
Yeah, that's all right. I'll fill you in the best I can. I had to pull up the results and kind of re-rack my brain.
Let's just get it out of the way. Tell me what the fuck happened with your guys today. It was kind of an ass whooping.
It was an ass whooping. I don't know if we were just feeling kind of complacent with how we did last week and we just came in underprepared. I mean, the Ravens are a really good team. Their defense looked like top 3 today. I think that we're not going to go 16-1. Like, there's going to be losses and there's going to be times when we're like tested, and we have a way easier half of the season. We have a bye week, get some guys healthy. And we've got to address the D-line. Like, honestly, it's bad. Like, whether it's like, I've heard Akeem Hicks a lot throughout, like, Chargers fans. Like, make a move. Do something. Like, we have, like, such a talented roster. Like, we got to make a move and do something. Like, we need to win now. Whether or not I think that'll happen and what we'd have to spend, I don't think Tom would ever do it. Tom's not the guy to give up draft picks.
Is it just the run or like
it's
the
run defense, but the offense was looking.
What about like pass rush?
We weren't really there. We sacked him a few times and we pressured him, but it just wasn't. I don't know. It'd be nice to have another premier. Just two more premier, like on the D line, one in like on the inside, and then another defensive end. Like when we had Melvin Ingram, him and Joey Bosa just complement each other perfectly. One guy's always getting pressure. There might have to be a double team. You have to account for both of them. It'd just be nice to have another elite pass rusher.
First of all, Skip Bayless, I normally would never promote anything he says, but I was reading his tweets of the game today. And at the end, he said, I've been a fan of Cowboys since 1961, and that was the most emotionally draining game I've ever watched. And, dude, of course, we started at the sports book, and then we had to get to the room and get our bags that they were holding, and then get to the airport, and you got to get there early. It's Las Vegas, and it's Sunday. And so I watched a little bit, and then was watching on my phone, but watched the whole game.
Yeah.
And we were in the airport at Shake Shack, getting some food before getting on our flight, and it's like coming towards the end. First of all, Mike McCarthy he is just so frustrating. He's like, I could tell just from the beginning on that challenge in the first quarter, like the coaching mismatch might make up for the talent mismatch because we're clearly better in most facets than they are. But he just fucking drives me crazy. And at the end of the game, 4th and 1, especially that drive and the drive prior, they had been running it down their throats, and he just decides to kick a 51 or 52-yard field goal in Foxborough. Like, dude, come on. You believe in your offense all game. You're going to go for it on your own 33 in the first quarter, but on 4th and 1, when you have 430 yards of offense, you're not going to go for it. And then he misses it, and I'm just fuming. I'm like, all right, we just need one stop. And I'm sitting down, Mikey's getting our food, just Beth and I at the table. And Trayvon,
come on, man,
does what he does. And he takes that, and when I see him, when he got to the 10-yard line, like, dude, when he got it, I was just, oh my God. And I literally stood up. I was that guy. I stood up for the fucking airport, and I was just, oh my God. And I had to like walk away. I walked up to Mikey. I was like, Trayvon, dude, pick 6, dude, Trayvon. And I did just a lap. I was just on cloud 11, dude. I've never had this type of where like I'm just rooting for a guy every place. So, dude, this is just getting an interception every game. Like, what are we doing? This is like when Kobe was on his run of 60-point games, and you're just like, dude, this is just outrageous. Mm-hmm. Tied Charles Woodson for the most interceptions in the first 6 weeks. And so I'm just here. And then first play.
And then the next play.
Here. I just look at Beth. I'm like, Beth, I can't do this.
Did you see Trayvon like throw his hands up like right after it happened and he starts chasing like?
Yeah, I know. Because he obviously was trying to jump it again because he always wants to make a play on the ball.
Yeah.
And he just got beat a little bit. But DeMonte Kazee was supposed to be, he was back there for a reason. And I don't know why he was just out of the picture. Like, he was not in position whatsoever. So that was frustrating. I was like, dude, are we going to have this unbelievable play? Then we're going to somehow lose this game. And obviously we tie it. And then I'm like walking over. We're about to board and it's going into overtime. And I'm like, dude, I will hold up air traffic control by not putting my phone on airplane mode. I'm watching the end of this game. And right before we board is when there was a Pats fan like 10 feet away from us. And I'm watching it. And when I walked over to my friends, they were just looking at me, and I'm just walking over just. And we're sitting there watching it. And then he throws that one to CD. And I literally just go as loud as I can. I just go, whoa! And I was like, how about them Cowboys?
Oh, my.
Dude, they were just laughing so hard. And I look over the Pats fan, and he's just.
Was he watching it too?
Oh, yeah. He was just fuming. Sorry, buddy. Oh, dude. It was so that, I mean, I didn't know what the other games were, but that had to have been game of the day. That was one of the games of the year. That was just outrageous at the end. The 4th down calls, 4th and goal, like the red zone, like part of this team is still the Mike McCarthy part scares me. But,
yeah, dude.
But these are the games, again, like I said before, that we usually lose.
Mm-hmm.
We're like, we outgain them, but we make these stupid mistakes, and they've found a way to win. So other than that, I mean, what else from today should I be aware of?
Something that I found significant, and they were playing the Broncos, but the Raiders won, and their offense looked pretty good. So John Gruden not being there this week. I mean, who fucking isn't it? Greg Olson now on the Raiders. He was calling plays, I believe.
Was he really?
I believe so.
Not Greg Olson, the Greg Olson.
It was fucking.
That's a different Greg Olson.
It
He's a Fox commentator.
But who am I thinking of? It's a Panther that retired, and he was doing coaching, and like he was like working with like staff.
Thomas Davis.
Maybe I don't think it was. But not having Gruden, you would expect like kind of a shit week. Like your team's not really in order, and your interim guy hasn't had everything laid out yet. He was still working with the special team unit because I think that's where he was pulled up from. So you would see him like talking to the special teams guys and like the assistants, and then trying to manage a team.
It was Greg Olson, but it's a different Greg Olson. Weird.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I heard Greg Olson. I was like, oh, no shit. And
then, Rich Bisaccia.
Yeah,
he's the head guy. Yeah, I didn't know what to expect. Like such a big distraction. Are the players just not going to get up for it? But maybe it's
1 by 10. Their offense looks sharp too. Like shit.
I know a lot of times you can go the other way, and it's like, hey guys, like fuck him. Like we're playing for us. Like we're playing for each other.
It's not about him. It's about the team. Like they're just trying to play games.
And I bet Derek handled it well. Derek Carr.
Yeah,
seems like that. He's that guy.
I did think that was kind of significant though. Is like this huge distraction, and like you're the talking point of the NFL and like media for the wrong reasons, and you come out there and you handle business still. So
and 4-2 now.
4-2.
So still right in it after looking shaky for a couple weeks and looking like they were going to be falling back into the same old. The Cardinals game.
Yeah.
6-0, dude. I mean, again, 6-0. I kind of know what to expect from the Cardinals though now, because I have them in that contender thing. After the Bucks, I feel like it's impossible to say the Bucks aren't the favorite. Pretty much always, even if they somehow didn't win their division going into the playoffs, it's like, all right, come on, Brady, the entire same team.
It's like the Chiefs in the AFC. It's like, okay, well, you expect them to go.
Yeah, so I still have the Bucks one, but after the Bucks, it's
you still have LA.
It's really I don't even have another team. It's just like a group. And that's what I think I want to do next week is just build our tiers of how we see, because we're going to be borderline halfway through. The Cardinals are for sure in that tier, and I expect them to be able to win any game and
they have won every game
favored in every game. Yeah. So I kind of knew what to expect from them. I took away more from the Browns though, that I just don't think they're very good. I think they have obviously great running backs, and they have a great running game and a good defense, so you're going to win games. Kansas City moved it easy. Houston moved it pretty easy with Tyrod. Chargers put up 1 million points, and they got ran all over today. Like, I'm not sure what the fuss and huss is about. It sounds like, I mean, again, it was like the Bills and Browns were like the two new, not the Chiefs teams in the AFC that were expected to be at like 13-4, 14-3 or something.
Yeah.
And obviously it's because Baker. You said that you've seen Baker live. You have a certain opinion of him now.
I don't know. They have like such a high caliber of weapons. Like you don't need like a stud quarterback when you have like the best running back duo. But like, imagine if they did have someone that was like ripping the ball down the field and like throwing on the run and like super impressive arm talent. Then you're getting Landry. Not really. Beckham is hurt every other week, so I don't know about that. But they got Njoku too. They're another stud receiver away.
Peoples-Jones.
Yeah, and he's good. I don't know. And I saw Baker live, and he finds where the guys are, and he can get the ball where it needs to be. But I just don't see him as like this like supreme talent. And I was like, and we were talking a few weeks ago, and you're like, he's not getting a big contract. I'm like, well, maybe he deserves one. Well, maybe he doesn't. Maybe you draft a guy or go out and sign a guy in free agency that's a little more dynamic, and then you open up your entire offense. You're not just relying on Chubb and Kareem Hunt.
I remember in the draft they took Myles Garrett. I think it was Myles Garrett's draft.
Yeah.
We were like, dude, why are they not taking Deshaun?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why would you not take the guy? He's the guy. Baker, I think it's pretty clear, and you're lying to yourself if you say he's in the first tier or even the second tier of guys. And we're just in an age now where it's just every year you're getting, it seems like at least two.
Yeah.
At least two studs.
Yeah.
So you have to keep up talent-wise. And now, especially, not only arm talent-wise, you got to be able to move. You have to be able to move and throw on the run. He can throw okay on the run. It's just stuff like throwing a pick against the Vikings and then trying to lay a hit on the guy, and he's playing with a partially torn labrum in one of his shoulders.
Did you see what he did to it today?
No.
He got sacked and he fumbled it, or maybe he was past the line of scrimmage, so maybe he was trying to move up. I don't know. But he fumbled it and he fucking landed on his shoulder and like on his bad one, and it looked really it was bad, but he came out there and kept playing, so I was like, okay, this guy can like fucking play. Like, he's pretty tough.
No, he's tough for sure. He's a gamer in that sense, but like ever since that interception I read last week, like, all of his deep balls, his passer rating on throws 15 plus yards down the field have just gone in the absolute tank. And
that's what I'm saying. Like, you need someone to like, imagine if he could get Landry more involved on the deep balls and shit, and you get fucking Njoku. You know he can throw a 20-yard fucking dot. Like,
not a good game, but a telling game.
In terms of like importance, like the Cards are 6-0. They've played good teams.
The Rams killed the Giants today.
Yeah.
Hawks just lost to the Steelers. They almost pulled it. Did you watch the end of that, or you were driving?
I was basically driving, and me and Jess got some dinner, so we were kind of just chilling out for a minute and eating together.
Dude, they almost had it.
Yeah.
Almost. They had the ball in overtime.
Gino didn't have a terrible outing today, did he?
I don't know. We were flying during most of the game. It sounds like they were getting kind of killed, and then they just had back-to-back touchdown drives, and then the Steelers' offense was just not doing anything.
Alex Collins put up 101 on 20 carries. So
pretty good, yeah. But he was getting shut down at the end. And then, dude, Ben in overtime threw a horrible pass where he just who was it? Somebody beat their corner and had him on their back. So they're open, right? Oh no, Jamal Adams is, if they're there at the light, Jamal Adams is where you are. And Ben's like, oh, this guy's wide open. And he throws it, and it's just in Jamal's hands. But then Jamal, it literally just goes right through his hands.
Oh, my fucking God.
He could have taken it, probably ended the game, but at least set them up for a game-winning field goal. And just right through his hands. And they went down and eventually just kicked the field goal to win it.
He's the best in the nation.
But that was their chance, dude. That was their chance. And then Gino, oh, man. He had just a bad fumble. He was scrambling in the pocket. And TJ.
That's why you pay him. That's why you pay him.
Second best defensive player in the league.
Okay.
But,
okay.
Dude, no, he had a huge sack on the first Seahawks drive that put them out of even close to field goal range, and then he had the forced fumble. So that was unreal. Panthers look not very good again today. They almost pulled it out. That game got juicy. I did see the end of that game.
Yeah, Darnold.
He's just playing like Jets Darnold the last 2 or 3 weeks.
I don't know if it's a hero ball thing or he feels like he's like this fucking guy that's just slinging it.
Well, naturally, it happened right when CMC got hurt, which obviously...
I was just going to say that does not help at all. That does not help your
Again,
case.
If you're not one of these Kyler Murrays, you're not one of these insane guys, like if you lose what might be like one of the 5 best players in the league...
Key to your fucking offense, dude.
It's going to be a problem. But, I mean, it wasn't just him. I mean, DJ Moore was dropping balls. Robbie Anderson's been bad all year so far. Vikings... Oh God, did they miss that field goal? I was worried for our buddy Derek was there. He's just Vikings fans have gone through quite the games the last handful of years. The Blair Walsh kick, the freaking
kicking, dude. It's just kicking.
They did get the Stephon one though.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. That's incredible too. Speaking of kicking, I hope we never kick an extra point again.
You missed extra points again?
Yeah.
Did you have any more? How many crazy 4th downs did you guys go for today? Where you either could have kicked a field goal or should have punted?
I think we went for two, maybe 3.
Oh, it's not. It hasn't been terrible all year because you've kind of
ball.
Yeah.
Staley ball.
Dude, I love it. His speech about Gruden, like this week, like that was great.
I've been hearing that so much that people are like, "Hey, I'm a fan of this team," or like, "Hey, you just got yourself a fan." Staley's like,
dude, he's literally like the first like coach that's made me a fan of a team.
Yeah.
Like I love Herbert and like I rooted for them. They're just a fun team. Love Keenan, love Bosa, love Derwin. Fuck you, I want the Cowboys to get Derwin. You need a safety. But like I just like root for them now because I rooted for him. I just like him a lot. He definitely, you can tell the players are just bought in.
Absolutely. And I think I really hope they just had a good talk in the locker room after the game, and they're just fucking fired up. They got a bye week and shit.
Oh my god!
I'm not swinging.
Do you know who they're playing after the bye?
Patriots.
Oh,
I think in Foxborough too. So fuck me. We never do good against the Patriots. We never do good against the Patriots.
This is the first time we beat the Patriots in almost 25 years.
Yeah,
because we were never beating them in the Brady.
They blew us out 45-0 last year. But that's the
dude,
Anthony Lynn era. So
I want that line right now. Whatever it is, you guys are gonna walk in there and roll.
Well, come on now. Let's just let the fucking game come to us.
Packers Bears, 24-14.
Aaron Rodgers owns them.
Lions 0-6. Are they the last?
I think.
The last over? Now
Yeah,
with the Jags winning today?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Number 1 pick for them. Where are they going with it?
You gotta take quarterback.
Yeah.
If there's one. If there's one there. If not, trade down. We were talking about that this weekend. What do you think about if you have a top pick and you're not taking a quarterback? Why would you not always trade down?
Because you can at least get a top 5 still.
Yeah, exactly, a top 5, and a lot of times, especially if it's a lot of times an extra first. And then I remember like seeing of what the Jets move up from 6 to 3 for Darnold.
Mm-hmm.
They traded like they got the number 6 pick, a next year's first, and then like 2 more seconds. Like,
oh yeah, you get a haul for it. And yeah, if you don't need a quarterback, I mean, unless it's really situational, because say picks 1 and 2 need a quarterback, your pick 1 or 2, and then the third team up really needs a fucking tackle, and there's some stud tackle, and they're gonna get them, and that's what you need. Maybe you have to be careful with your trading.
But even then, I guess the last couple of years, the number 1 picks that aren't quarterbacks, it's Myles Garrett, elite, but like is it translated to any specifically Cleveland Brown playoff wins? Not really.
No, but that him and Clowney, really, I like that a lot.
Yeah, but we're now like 5 years later, and now he's into the big ass contract where it's like, it's nice to have him.
He's one of the premier.
No. I'm not saying he's not elite, but is it really translated to anything in the Browns organization?
Oh,
like in regardless,
it matters. They have been on
an
uptick though.
No, for sure, but that's I think that's a Stefanski thing, really, more than anything. And then drafting other really good players, and having good offensive linemen and running backs and all that. And then
I'm trying to think of like non-top picks that weren't like
maybe not number 1, but I know the Giants, when the Giants took Saquon, it was like they could have easily traded out, but it was this generational. This might be the best running back since Barry Sanders.
You can't do running backs anymore like that though. There's no running back where.
And then it's like, are you gonna take a receiver? Like, I don't know the highest receiver. I guess maybe Jamar Chase might be right up there. I know. 5. I think Amari went like 4 or 5. It's like, we know receivers aren't changing. They're a dime a dozen. The same with the running backs. The Cowboys, twice a week, I have nightmares that Lakers could have taken Jason Tatum instead of Lonzo Ball, and that we could have Jalen Ramsey instead of Zeke. Just if we would have just taken them. And now it kills me that if the Broncos would have done what they should have done and not taken Patrick Surtain, even though he's really good, but taken Justin Fields or Mac Jones, because the quarterback is the most important position, we would have had Surtain. And if we had Surtain and Diggs, oh, dude. Oh, God.
Yeah.
But anyways, I don't know. That was a weird tangent, but we were just talking about drafting and like strategy and stuff like that. And
it's all really situational.
Yeah.
It's just team needs. And
we were just saying because like there's so many good players that end up falling into the middle and the end of the first round. TJ Watt was at the end of the first round.
Yeah.
Diggs was second round. Like all these really good players because a lot of teams go for need, or they go like, we need a tackle, so we got to draft this tackle. And it's just so hit or miss. Like the fact that we think we know, and like these guys do it as their jobs, and they're just,
it's like the most important thing.
And the quarterbacks is what you'd think they probably spend the most time on, and it's like a 50% success rate of first-round quarterbacks.
I don't even really know any like college quarterbacks this year coming out. Like, who would Detroit even be taking?
Yeah, I don't know. I know preseason it was Spencer Rattler.
Oh my God, that dude's a fucking fraud. I'll tell you what, if I see your fucking jump passes on like social media getting posted over and over, I automatically am preying on your downfall. Like, I don't give a fuck that you're jump passing in a field in the middle of fucking summer. Play a game. And he did play games, and he fucking sucks.
Hey, yeah, he's got benched already.
He got benched for
the guy behind him, I guess, is insane. He's like a 5-star recruit.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds like he's kind of like an eye guy,
That's what I'm saying.
Whatever podcast I've heard or whatever, people talking about him. He's talked about in the locker room, like using his position about his. I guess he has the most TikTok followers of any college football player.
Give me a break. This is what I'm saying though. Like, focus on like the game and shit. Like, you're not even in the pros yet, and I'm seeing your stupid ass jump passes, and I'm seeing that you're the most followed quarterback in college. None of that matters, dude. Look at you now. You got benched.
Give me 46 of the last 48. There's no question about it.
What I want to do this time, do you have the games up?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Are you on FanDuel?
No.
Okay, can you see spreads?
I can't see spreads here.
Okay, stay off spreads. I'm going to say the game, and I want you to guess the spread. By the end of the year, you're going to know what should be what and what numbers are good values. Not like I know, but...
So are we guessing like 3.5, like that type of shit?
Guess who? I have them here. So, but I want to hear you, and I want to hear why, and then I'll tell you what it is.
All right.
Thursday night, the Broncos are in Cleveland.
The Broncos are in Cleveland.
Broncos looked like shit today.
Yeah.
Continuing our thesis of them not being very good.
They're not very good, but Nick Chubb is... How long is he out for?
I didn't know he was hurt.
Yeah, he was on the sidelines today, and then Kareem fucked up his ankle or something late in the game, so... Could be.
Chubb, Nick Chubb. I thought
Nick
you meant
Chubb. Yeah,
I thought you meant Bradley Chubb.
No, Nick Chubb.
I don't know. Kareem got hurt.
Yeah, I don't know how serious it was. I don't know if he got back into it, but I remembered later in the game, I'm watching him fucking hobble off the field. So that's just something to think about. And they're in Cleveland. Okay, isn't it? If it's like the home field gets 3.5.
Yeah.
3. Okay.
3 normally.
I'd say it's probably 3 then.
5.5.
Really?
5.5.
I just figure because they're 1-2 punch and the key to the fucking offense is thrown in the river now.
I assume it's more of we do not believe in the Broncos on a short week traveling to what still most people think is a good team and still a good roster. The Bengals, this is good. The Bengals are in Baltimore.
Baltimore by, I'd say 6.5.
6.5.
Hey.
Dude, I looked at that and I was like, that's outrageous.
I mean, yeah, I understand why. I mean,
division game,
and the Bengals
they're frisky.
They're not that bad. I'll say it.
And I don't know the Ravens. I don't
fucking impose their will on us today.
No, it's like I think they're really good, and I watch every game thinking they're good. But then they have the Lions game.
Yeah,
and they have the game that
barely.
If they can't run, if for whatever reason they're playing a team like again today, it was just a match made in heaven for you guys. You were fucking I mean
for them.
Yeah. And back-to-back weeks, honestly, you guys have just had bad matchups. And luckily, we're at home and you put up the points last week. But the Bengals have a kind of a good defense. I'm actually going to pull this up.
But the Ravens' defense is really good, too. But the Bengals have a sneaky little offense there, Burrow to
it's not so sneaky. Chase is a baller.
Higgins. Yeah. Oh, Chase is a baller, dude. Oh, my God.
It's every week, dude. Every week he's doing something. Defense, let's see. Where would you guess that Cleveland is ranked?
At least top 10, maybe. Yeah, maybe like top 12.
12. So middle of the pack.
Yeah, or upper middle of the pack. I mean, you're...
Low-key, your boys are number 6. Not your boys, my boys. Sorry.
Oh, well, okay.
You guys are like 20th, 18th.
Understandable.
Okay. Next. Panthers are in New York to play the Giants. This is going to be a gross game. What's the over-under? 44? Under. Hammer the under. But favored. Who do you think would be favored?
The Panthers.
By?
3? 3.5?
3.
There we go.
Yeah, this is not as fun as I thought. I thought you were going to say, like, fucking get all these numbers way wrong. It's about right.
Yeah.
That means on a neutral field, they're about a 6-point favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Giants are just a disaster.
Oh, my God. Seriously.
But the Panthers are like a fucking avalanche.
Yeah, we got to see what's going on with them. It's
shaky. They got to get him back. I think he'll be back this week because he was kind of almost playing this week.
Yeah.
Football team is in Green Bay.
Oh, here we go. Oh, they're in Green Bay?
Mm-hmm.
6.5 Green Bay?
10.
10? Okay.
So about the 6.5 or 7, and then with the extra 3. So they think they're about touchdown favorite on a neutral field. That's the best way to think about it. What do you think they would be on a neutral field? And then you can throw in your 3 accordingly. Football team's football team.
They are football team. Get a fucking name, then we'll talk. We'll see ya.
And the Packers, again, are the Packers. They're They're right after the Bucks. They're right in that. Again, come playoff time, I'll probably
lean
towards them against the Cardinals or the Rams or the Cowboys, just because they have A-Rod.
Experience, yeah.
Yeah. They can beat anybody, but they can lose to anybody. Chiefs are in Tennessee.
Probably Chiefs by 7.
4.5.
4.5.
Apparently, from what I'm like gathering, is that the 4 or 5 range is like they call it the Vegas zone, because there's like these key numbers. If you get into all the weird stats and analytics of what common scores are and what point totals and all that stuff, there's certain numbers. That's why the 2.5 number is a juicy one, because it's often that a game ends at 3, 6.5. Often a game ends at 7, 9.5, 10, 13.5, 14, all that stuff. 4.5, like 4 or 5 is like a weird number. You have to, maybe not as weird now because there's all these missed extra points and all these teams like to go for 2 and all that stuff. But 4.5 kind of seems low.
Yeah, that's why I went 7. But
I don't think the Titans are very good at all, and I think we're going to come out of tomorrow. We might need to bet that game before. If you want to bet that game, you should bet that game before tomorrow at night, I think. Because it moves, obviously, throughout the week. If a guy comes in and throws down $5 million on the Chiefs, it's going to bring that line up. So I would assume by game time, I'd be shocked if it didn't get to 7. I'd be shocked. The Falcons are in Miami.
Fuck.
This is weird.
Dude, I don't know. Dolphins, 3.5.
The Falcons are favored by 1.5.
Oh, here we go. Okay. I mean,
the Lions are 0-6.
Mm-hmm.
The Dolphins are a Damian Harris fumble from 0-6.
Yeah.
They lost 5 in a row.
This is true.
They look like a disaster. Where are you on Tua? Did you watch any of that game this morning?
It's clips.
Yeah.
Clips.
I thought he looked okay. I think he might be in the Baker category, though.
Yeah.
Where it's like he's good, and when everything's working around him, he can be good. But, I mean, you're out of your mind if you think he's going to be carrying you. He doesn't seem mobile enough.
It's going to be
definitely not big enough.
It's going to be one of the all-time things, like taking him over Herbert.
I heard a guy say it's the Greg Oden KD 2.0. It's the Markelle Fultz Jason Tatum 2.0. It's bad. I wonder what happens. Deshaun probably ends up there, yeah? Jets are in New England.
Okay, New England by, I'll say 10.
7.
7? Fuck, I wanted to say 7. I really did. And I was like, you know what? No, it's a little ridiculous.
Yeah, because the Jets are bad.
Yeah, but they got a decent, like...
I think the Patriots are kind of bad.
We'll see.
Now, I still might want them by 7 because, especially at home and then against the Jets, I mean, Bill just absolutely freaking owns them. But I'm telling you, man, the Cowboys outgained them by like 250 yards today. Like, Dak threw a pick in the red zone. They had another 4th and goal that didn't go. Like, that game was way closer than it should have been. But I just don't think the Patriots are very good, dude. So I guess that's why it's maybe not higher than 7. But that's a number, again, that's a number that a lot of people will jump on, and it'll either push or lose a lot of people bets. But I can't imagine many people are going to be betting anything on the Jets.
No, I wouldn't be.
Okay, this is interesting. The Lions, the 0-6 Lions, are at SoFi.
10.
14.5.
14.5? Okay. Probably could have gone a little higher on that one.
Rams are 14.5. Dude, they're more than 2 touchdowns.
That's kind of a lot.
Insane.
Lions can sometimes, like, they lose heartbreakers. Like, they're not losing blowout games. They play.
They play fucking hard.
Mm-hmm. They're not losing.
I like Dan Campbell, dude. You need coordinators. I think coordinators are way more important than people realize.
I think Anthony Lynn is not helping.
Dude, like, in a way, like, weird analogy. Don't know if this is going to make sense. But a head coach almost needs to be like the president, is how I view.
Like, kind of delegating and having
I don't need my
branches.
president to know the ins and outs of the economy and the ins and outs of foreign policy. Like, I need them to be I want them to be a leader. Like Trump, a great leader. No, I'm just kidding.
Here we go. We go.
No. I heard The Rock might be running. Someone told me this weekend that he's seriously.
God, dude.
What, dude? That would be great.
Ever since he made that fucking song, I'm selling my rock stock.
Oh my god.
Put
Add
in
that
the
to
work,
the soundboard.
put in the
selling my
hours.
rock stock.
We put in the work, we put in the hours. Fucking bars, dude. Good one. You write that
yourself. He made a song.
It's like a feature on a song, but oh my.
The Rock was a feature on a song?
It was a feature. He made it. He was a part of it. He had a verse, and it fucking sucked, and it makes me so upset. I'm so...
All right, I guess I know he's not getting your vote.
No, he's not.
But anyways, a coach, I think, needs to be a leader, needs to control a locker room. Yeah. Again, Brandon Staley happens to be a genius on defense and helps out there, but a leader. And plays. Dan Campbell, I mean, he's crying at the podium, for God's sakes. There's no way his players don't fucking want to run through a wall for him. So if he gets a Kellen Moore or gets a Brandon Staley or whatever, all of a sudden the sides of the ball look better, and all of a sudden he looks like a great coach. So long story short, let's take the 14.5. The Eagles are in Vegas.
Vegas, 3.5.
3? 3. Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Raiders, I think, are just look good this week. Don't look too good this week. Look bad this week. Look really good this week. I think it's kind of in the last 3 years.
We'll see with this fucking new head coach guy.
Yeah, but I mean, what is he? Is he improving Derek Carr's passing?
No, Derek Carr's all over.
Is he improving the offensive line?
No, but if he can, like...
At some point, there's only so far.
Gruden's a fucking bonehead, though. Like, none of, like, what he... Like, I don't care about... I obviously, it's fucked up, but, like, I care that he's a fucking dumbass. That's what I care about. I just don't.
Yeah. No, I feel you. The Bears are in Tampa Bay.
Tampa 7.
So you think on a neutral field, they're 4?
Yeah.
To the Bears?
No, it's probably a little higher than... Probably at least 10. 10? 14?
12.5.
12.5,
yeah.
Okay.
About right. Again, when is that? Okay, it's an afternoon game. If that was a 10 o'clock game, I could just imagine that being ugly. Because the Bears have a good defense. And again, they play
sometimes
tough.
Especially those like morning games for some reason. I don't know what it is about them. Sometimes they're just gross.
Yeah, no, for sure. Texans, Jesus, okay. There's some good games this week. Like, okay, maybe there's not really that many good games. I just got excited seeing Bengals Ravens and seeing
Chiefs Titans is kind of juicy. Bengals Ravens is juicy.
The Texans are in Arizona.
Here 17.
Oh. Yeah.
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 Let's go.
Yeah, 17. On the nose.
There we go.
Yikes, dude. Yeah, that's gonna be bad.
That's a 17.
But again,
they don't have Tyrod. Otherwise I would bring it down a little bit, but
yeah. No, for sure. There's no way the Texans are winning or anything, but dude, when you get over 2 touchdowns, you're just I mean, these are still NFL players, and like Kyler's capable of having a game where he's good, but he throws just a weird pick and it's a pick 6. And again, all it takes is you're down by 22, getting killed, and then you score a garbage time touchdown that means nothing on a prevent defense, and you cover like that. So that's a lot of points. But
Colts Niners,
they don't have a line for that one yet. Colts Niners, is it in somewhere? It's in San Francisco.
Yeah.
I would guess. Okay, there's one on here. It's not FanDuel, but what you think? Niners are 2-3, coming off a bye though.
Coming off the bye, neutral field, maybe 4.5.
4.
Okay,
4. About right. That's a Sunday night game.
I like that for Sunday night. I want to see Carson in primetime. Why not?
Do you think they're gonna get Jimmy?
I'd roll with Trey in primetime, see what he's about. I mean,
you can get to Chris Collinsworth freaking gushing about him, and then...
I mean, you're 2-3. You're in a tough position in a really tough division. Let your rookie go out in primetime, face a decent defense.
Yeah. Sounds like when Jimmy's healthy, he'll be the quarterback.
I would assume so. That doesn't seem far-fetched to me, which I'm fine with. I mean...
Yeah. They'll probably win more games with Jimmy this year. Mm-hmm. It probably your ceiling and floor just kind of changes with Trey. But at one point you're 2-3. I don't know what they're going to be like 5 weeks from now, but you might get to a point where you just might as well get Trey reps. Monday night, the Saints are in Seattle. There's no line yet.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, if I had to guess,
would you favor line... No, you couldn't favor Seattle with Geno.
That's what I'm saying. But they do have home field advantage, and we don't know what the Saints. No, fuck Saints. I probably
like 2.
Yeah,
it's weird to see a road favorite.
So yeah,
unless it's like a Cardinals Texans thing.
I'd probably take New Orleans as a road favorite. I feel like that's.
I probably would too. Although Seattle played tough today. Seattle played tough.
They played tough, but it's Geno, dude.
True. True. And the Saints have good defense.
Defense,
yeah.
Dude. Yeah. I'm okay with that. I'm not gonna lose any sleep over that one.
No. I will not lose any sleep tonight.
I bet you won't.
I'm going to sleep like a baby. Although, dude, I'm hyped. I don't know, dude. Yesterday was so much fun. So much fun. It honestly felt like, I don't know, I guess this year or whatever, or the last 2 years or whatever, like in a way, I've just felt like trapped in this city, and to know that there's life outside of that, and to like see someone meet up with someone I know who lives life outside of this and doesn't even know how to pronounce Coeur d'Alene. Like,
some hope.
like it was nice. Next week, I promise we will be more prepared. But you know what? It is what it is. All 32 of you watching can fucking deal with it. All right. All right. Okay. I need to go to bed.
All right.
I love you all. Good night. Peace.
Peace. I told you that I almost cried, right?
No, you didn't.
Tell me, if you saw